Tim Norris here, aka Grey Elephant, and my beautiful bride, Carmen.
Hello.
Hellos. Alright, so, we played a game of this and we put it live, but we found out we were doing something wrong, and we'll explain what we were doing wrong for those who are just now viewing this one. But I decided, hey, we need to reshoot it because, I don't want to have another Lords of Zedit video going up, which we will go back and fix that one here soon. Alright, so the easiest way for me to teach you this game is for us to just dive fully into it, okay? So let's do this right off the bat. I have a blue and a yellow. Typically I'm blue and Carmen's always yellow. And whichever one, and don't be peeking. She's looking right at it as I do it. And I bet you pulled yellow, didn't you?
I did pull yellow.
Yeah, go ahead.
I pull yellow every time.
Okay, so what Carmen is going to do right off the bat is she is going to draw 3 cubes, which I draw 3 cubes too. And now she's going to be able to use those cubes to try to... She got a green one.
And I got a green one.
So now she's going to use those cubes to activate her people. Alright. Let's talk about what she can do here, because she's most likely going to do a move action, because on our player boards we have 6 different technology, well, 12 different technologies, but 6 sets of them, okay? And when you activate one set, you're not allowed to activate the other set until you perform a reset, and we'll explain that as we're going. So the trick is you want to match the color cube to the square, okay? Like what she did, a blue cube to a blue square. And then you're trying to activate that ability once all of the squares are filled. Now what she can do is she did this one here, which was a green cube, and then a cube of any color, and then that gave her, with these arrows, they signify move actions.
It's any color besides gray, because we're going to be picking up trash cubes.
Oh, speaking of that, I better put those on the cards.
When we get these cards.
Yeah. So what she can do then is she can move one character. Now, these just give you move points, okay? So you get to divide and use those at any...
So I took my 2 move points and moved these guys up here. Now I'm going to activate my cities.
And the way she does this is it's a free thing, because she's on this tile, and this is where we messed up. We thought you actually had to spend a move point to move into these cities, but you don't. You just could automatically just say, I want to move into there, and I want to activate that ability. Now, keep in mind, some of these abilities probably are not going to be very beneficial simply because she doesn't have enough people on the board, okay? So, for instance, she activated her home city here, all right? That means that she gets a move action, plus she gets to move up one of her technologies.
I'm going to take a green cube, and I push that all the way back and put this in my bag.
She gets to move up one of her technologies 1 space. She chose the green, okay? So what that meant is that she pushed it past this little border here, okay? Pushing it past that border, if you notice, there's like a little cube here. There's 2 here. So getting your marker to this 1 spot then allows you, if you choose, to gain a cube. You do not have to do it, though, if you don't want to. To be able to gain the cube, you push it back down to 0, put the cube in your bag. So she now has an extra green cube.
Now, I'm going to use the move action in this city to move.
Now, one thing she forgot to do, and that's what we're going to do real quick, is that when you move to a tile, you are now going to, this is the fog of war, okay? And when you move to an adjacent tile, it will reveal the 2 next tiles. So 2 gray ones will go there, and we're going to put a ghost ready. And it haunts there, and we have to destroy them ghosts to be able to activate them. So now, one thing, she's probably going to move up, I'd imagine.
Yes.
Okay, so now that'll reveal these 2 as well. Now, for her to be able to activate this city or this ruins pile, so this city or this ruins, she first is going to have to defeat the ghost. And then she would be able to use an action. Oh, okay, that's cool for you. Look, sacrifice a person, get 3 victory points.
So I still have 1 move action left, don't I?
You used 1, 2, then use that one to move that one there.
But it does not take a move action to activate your
Correct.
city, so I'll just activate that city.
Yes, and then that's another one of those tiles that allows you to move up one of your technologies 1 space. So she chose purple. Now, she has no cubes left. She has no more actions to be able to perform, so she is going to draw another cube out of the bag. 3 cubes, I'm sorry.
For my next turn.
And now to go to me. So let's talk a little bit more about her as well, because she also has a special ability tile, and I've got one as well, okay? Her special ability tile allows her to start with this card called Outposts. That card allows her that when she puts a purple and then 1 cube of any color, not gray, she can't use gray, that is going to allow her to perform a clone action, which means that she's going to be able to take one of her miniatures and place them on any tile that she chooses. And this is a great way for her to advance quickly across the board. Now my tile is going to allow me to activate any of my technologies for one less cube, as long as it's a fighting icon. So I've got 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 on my player board here that I could use one less cube to activate. So it's a very powerful one for me to do. Now one thing about her is that she is a race that is going to spread across the board very quickly. Her cloning ability plus her other tile would allow her to destroy ghosts and replace it with one of her people. So that is her ability, is to get her people on the board. My ability is combat. I like to fight. My people want to fight. So she's going to be breeding. I'm going to hopefully be killing them. And that's the way the game should hopefully go. Alright, so what I am going to do right off the bat is I am going to use a cube here. And, well, wait a minute. Let me think about that real fast. I am actually going to use first a cube here. Now, I'm going to use my, my faction special ability. This gives me an attack and a move ability. So I am going to move this guy, and let's put him over here, okay? So that would now be finished. Now, I cannot attack, but we will reveal these 2 tiles here. So the attack portion is wasted. I can't do anything with that. So I will need 4 total silvers, and I need ghosts. So, you like my ghost noises, don't you? I make great ghost noises, the best. Okay, so we do not start out with ghosts on our homelands, because this is one, 3 tiles put together. That's considered our homeland. All right, so what I can do now is, I think I would like to perform another move action if I can. Now, I could by taking this guy and placing him into this city, because that would give me a move or a fighting action. Placing a person in this city would give me a move and also a the ability to move up one of my thingies here. So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I'm going to put this guy in this city, and I'm going to put this guy in this city, okay? Now what I want to do is I'm going to combine both of those move actions, because I can do this in any way that I want to do, okay? I can stack it basically, okay? And I don't have to say, oh, well, I move this guy into there, now I have to perform that action. Now I move this guy into there, and I perform this action. No, I get to stack these abilities. So I got 1 movement point, 2 movement point, plus move up a technology. I'm going to move up my red, and I am going to just immediately take that cube and throw it into my bag. So now what I'm going to do with these 2 movement points is I'm going to combine it with something else, and hang on, I'll get to it in a second. I'm going to first move this cube down to here, which gives me an attack and the ability to bring on one of my people. So I'm going to put another person onto my player board here on my home tile.
I hate his ability.
I love my ability. So now what I have is 2 moves and an attack. So what I am going to do is move 1, I'm going to move 2, and now I'm going to attack and kill this ghost.
Wow.
And I'll put him onto my player board. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, why didn't I move to here? That would be a better spot, right? Well, yes and no. The thing about it is that it takes me 2 movement points to move into a different terrain other than sand. So sand, 1 movement point, I can move all the way across. Unfortunately, with grass, I would have to do 1 and then have 2 more additional movement points to move into there. But we will reveal this last tile here, and ooh, that's a nice one. That's a victory point. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so now for a free thing, I will move this guy up into there, and then I'll reveal this top tile, and I'll see what I got. This is the ruins, and I do not, well, I'll just take that immediately, and that just gave me a yellow cube, and I'm going to place that into my bag. Alright, so here's the thing. These guys are going to be worthless to me for the rest of the round until I perform a reset, which a reset is going to be coming soon. So even though it seemed like I did a whole lot of stuff, it's done. It's over for now. And that's good for Carmen, because I don't believe she did activate that one and you did activate that one, but she's still got this person here who can attack there and get that ability. So I've got 1 cube left, which is a yellow one, and I want to use this thing kind of wisely. I'm thinking I'm going to place it right here on this spot, which once I put an orange one, you know what? Nope, it's going to go down here. And the reason is because I want to put a blue one here and one of another color. This here ability is my science, I believe, and that's going to allow me to take one of these upgraded cards and also gain a victory point. So now that I'm finished, I will pass over to Carmen, and it'll be her turn. Now, one thing about this is I like to talk as much as I can to try to keep you guys knowledgeable of what we're doing, and plus to keep your interest. But it's very distracting to my wife, so I try to shut up a little bit.
Well, I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Over here, I'm just going to get this ready because, you know, it takes 3 cubes. So there we go. There's another cube for getting my card. And then here, This is going to be huge because I'm going to be able to put another person on the board and attack. So I'm going to attack this ghost.
You got to make the ghost sound when you do that.
Ooh,
oh, it's so dead.
Okay, so now I can move this guy in here. This allows me to
draw an additional cube out of your bag.
Well,
and if you wanted
I might want to move this up first. Put a cube in, then draw a cube.
That's probably a good idea. So these two will allow her this one here because it's got the two like little what would those be called? Parentheses, not parentheses.
I know they look like parentheses.
Yeah, okay. Because she's got those, yeah, they are. And that would allow her to move it up twice because there's two. Then this other icon here is like a bag and then a square, which means you could draw one cube out of your bag and you can now, yeah.
Okay, so that's, oh, I need to move that down.
Yeah.
That's another orange cube, so I can just go ahead and get my card.
Yep, so now what she's done, she's filled up that slot, which means she's going to be able to take an advanced technology. Now this game is going to end one of three ways. We're going to play the short game for you guys, which means once one of these in-game conditions are met, we're going to call this one good. The first in-game condition could be that she gets all of her people or I get all my people onto the board. If that occurs, then that person would get this token here, which would be worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. The other way is if one of us gains 5 of these advanced technology cards. Now, she started out with 1, but that does not count towards the 5. So technically, she's just now getting her first one, okay?
I'm going to take this wagons here. That way I'll have another move action I can take.
Which means that you would take this in-game bonus points. The other way is in a 2-player game is if you gain 15 victory points, okay? Victory points are these little yellow thingies here, okay? And whoever gains 15 of those would gain this, and that would end the game as well. Now, she took wagons. Wagons means that as long as she places a green cube on that, she's going to have 2 movement points. But if you notice, she also got trash. These gray cubes are trash, and they're good for nothing. Ooh, God, yes! I want that one.
Oh, you know what? I almost reset.
Yeah.
I should have reset.
Trash are worthless unless you take these Phase 4 cards, okay? And she could have had her choice of any of these, by the way. Phase 4 cards typically will let you utilize the trash. Everything else, they're worthless. So, are you all finished up, babe?
I am. I'm picking myself. Flying is by far the most valuable
it is really
thing you can possibly get.
It is really good. I'm not gonna argue that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to get my cubes out.
Is I'm gonna place my green one. Let me see. I want to check and see how many cubes I've got in my bag. I believe I have 3. Yes, I do. So I'm gonna put my green one right here, which is gonna set that up. Now I'm gonna put my blue one here, and I'm gonna put my orange one right here. So what this allowed me to do is that I get to take any one of these cards, which will be flying mounts. There's no doubt about that. So what this is saying is that flying mounts war mounts is going to give me down in the bottom left-hand corner. I have to put a red, a green, and a green. However, keep in mind my faction's ability because this does have to the right of there a sword icon with 2 wings. Okay, so I could actually just put 2 greens or a green and a red and activate this card. What this is going to allow me to do is have 1 combat action and then 2 flying. What does flying do? Flying means that I can, now mind you, this guy can't do this right now because he's stuck in here. He's useless until I reset. But flying would allow me to ignore the terrain movement negative. So I'm trying to, but anyways, I can move. It would only cost me 1 movement point to move from sand over here into any of these, okay? So I would not be penalized for my movement, okay? So I could basically just fly. Which is really cool, and I like that. Plus, in the top hand right corner, it's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. Now, I did take my piece of trash. We'll replace that with a new card, and it looks like it's another war fighting one.
That's a pretty sweet card for
Weapon forging. Okay, so that was that. Plus, I placed there. Plus, I get a victory point as well. There's really nothing else I can do, so that'll be the end of my turn. Carmen, back to you, babe.
Okay, I'm trying to decide what to do.
Well, this will be her last turn before she resets.
If I move into this area here, you're going to be able to reach me so easily because you have flying. So I don't see any point to doing it.
Now, one thing to keep in mind, notice she's only got 2 cubes. And that's because as long as you have any cubes in your bag, that's what you draw and that's all you get for the turn. That's why you got to be savvy whenever you're performing your actions, that you're not hurting yourself on a turn. Now, the reason is because she drew an extra cube out that 1 turn because of this city's action here. So it wasn't a bad decision that she made. It's just that that's what happens. That's all.
I'm trying to decide if I want to move twice or if I just want to clone. I think I'm going to clone.
I would clone, yeah.
Put another dude there.
Another dude there.
And
okay.
so now I have to reset.
Why don't you explain how you reset?
Well, if I had any of these that were unfinished, I could leave them on. But I don't. So I'm going to take all of my cubes from all my finished technologies that I actually performed. And the gray cube. Put them back in my bag. And then the people that activated cities get moved out of the cities so that they can have a chance to activate them again.
Okay. And then she just draws 3 new cubes, and she's ready to go for her next turn. All right, so for me, I had a pretty good draw this turn, which I know Carmen appreciates that a lot. But unfortunately, I've already activated this one now. Because I've activated one from this set, I cannot activate the other, okay? So unfortunately, it's not like I could do another combat move or anything like that. But I can move. And that's, I think, what I would like to do at this point, is I'd like to get this guy and get him moved up. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to place an additional green cube right here, which now gives me 2 movement points. Now, I can't use the flying. Woo! Ooh, I could have used flying, stupid me. Let's do that. There we go. Now, keep in mind, because of my faction's ability, I did draw a green and a red, so now I can fly twice and do a fighting action. And I get to ignore the terrain, so I get to go, ah, 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 and now I will,
I think this game is over for me now that he has that card.
And now I'm going to move into that city with that guy. Now this city is going to allow me to move up one of my technologies 3 spaces. Now I do not, and I want to repeat this and emphasize again, do not, 1, 2, 3, take my 1 cube. And the reason is because I have no cubes in my bag. I don't want to put a cube in there because that's all I'd be allowed to draw out. So I'm going to just leave it there, and I'm not going to drop it down. Now I do have a yellow one here still, and I think we'll stick Mr. Yellow right here on this spot. And that will end my turn. So now what's going to happen is that I'm going to perform the reset myself. So I'm going to take all these off. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to leave Mr. Yellow there. I'm going to put my trash in the bag. And now I am going to pull all of these guys out of these locations, which is awesome because I am set up perfectly to have a great first turn, my next turn. So, Carmen, I pass over to you. Your turn.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to look at your cubes, but I needed to count them because I
We always look at them.
If I want another cube right now. Okay, so what was I gonna do?
Don't know.
I don't remember. Okay, I was gonna do this. I'm gonna move.
Yes. So that's gonna allow her to advance up on 2 spaces.
Red's gonna move up twice, and then
So all of these powers, these special faction abilities, they all just seem overpowered, and it's insane. She has the ability to clone, which is insane because she could bring her forces up, you know, whereas I got to start from here and march that direction. But my ability to, you know, activate attack actions for 1 less cube is also huge. Everything feels overpowered in this game, but that's the beauty. That's where the balance comes in.
Okay, so I pulled my cube out. Now I'm going to move this up. I think I'll go with red again.
And then that should put 3 cubes. That would make you even, I believe, with 3 cubes for everything. So make sure you drop that down to 0. We're filming you. We're filming you.
Okay, and then these cities will activate, which will move this up twice.
Okay.
And you just, I really...
You love me? Is that what it is?
I really think that, I really think I can take another cube. I think you're confusing me. So I'm going to take a blue cube.
Where are you thinking you can take another cube? What are you talking about?
You said it was even with 3, and I don't think
okay.
so.
Well, you can stick your hand in there and feel around.
Cubes.
Now, don't forget, you did have a move action.
I do. I have a move action. So this guy will move, I think.
Well, you can move her over to there, and then that'll pose you for killing that ghost,
which will allow me to...
Now do an attack action, right?
Do something.
Will they fit down there for a clone in attack? I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't
it's not a clone.
Or not a clone.
It's not a clone, no. I was looking at...
and it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
I was looking at this. I don't think I'm ready to do that yet.
Nah, I'm nowhere near to attack you, so I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, so what that ability has allowed her to do is that she gets to bring an extra one of her people on the board, starting in her city this time, though. And she can perform an attack action, which means you gotta make... You did the noise. You did the noise.
And I get to take this.
Yep. Now, you could store one of those on your player board if you're not ready to use it yet, but you can only store 1, okay? Keep that in mind. Are you all finished up, sweetheart?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I should have a very good turn this turn because I've got a lot of good stuff. I drew a red and a green, which is fantastic for me. I need more reds and greens to keep playing this one here. So, right off the bat, I am going to, I think, drop my purple down to here, which is going to allow me to bring another person on, and I'm going to perform an attack action, which, and I'm going to kill him. Now, I have a great choice with this guy because I can either go on top of this stack of ruins or now I could go into this city. And that's kind of hard to decide between because they're both great choices. I think, though, I'm going to decide to put him into the city because I'm going to move up one of these 3 spaces. And I'm going to choose either my red or my green. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a monkey by his toe. If you holler, make you pay. 3. Let's go red. Let's go green. Red. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so now what I can do is I could place somebody in here.
Red's good for you because that's all you need is a red.
I'm going to put this guy into here, and let's take a look, see what this is. Ah, I get an orange one now, so fantastic, man. I'm getting some free cubes, man. Free cubes, yay! So now I could move movements. That would give me 2 movements. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Let's do this. We're going to activate this one again. So I'm going to put a red one here and a green one here, which will give me an attack and 2 move actions. So with that in mind, let's go 1. Oh, do I want to do that one? Oh, yeah. 2. Yeah. We're going to move into there. Okay.
I was going to do that next.
Now I'm going to kill this ghost. Yeah.
In fact, I was going to do that next, and I realized because I moved on to this city, I can't.
So that now is going to allow me, if I want, I can move my guy in here. But what this is saying is that I have to kill one of my guys, and if I do, I'm going to gain 3 victory points.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Well, more so for you. It's easier for you to bring people on than it is me. But I am going to do it, so hack, he's dead. I do gain 3 victory points, but that'll be just one time. I ain't going to be able to do that until I reset. So it's kind of early, to be honest, to do that, but
yeah.
Oh well. Now, I could move somebody into here, but I'm going to actually wait on this one. I'm not going to do this one quite yet until my next turn. So, I'm all finished up, hon. Why don't you go ahead and take your turn? Now,
I'm kicking myself right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I've got these cubes where I could do a move and attack. Uh-huh. But these guys are all in cities, so it's not going to do me any good.
You got them locked in until your next reset. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take this cube.
Okay, there's no way for you to perform your clone. Oh, okay, so she just got a blue one from that one ruin that she was on right there. So there's no way for you to perform your clone action either, to put like a clone in, unfortunately. Yeah. So I got 4 victory points. If I can get 11 more, then I can end the game. But I want to get some other stuff rolling here too, which I'll show you soon.
I'm going to go here, I'll go here.
What did you end up doing? Oh, you did your wagons.
Did the double move.
Yeah.
Now this is going to go here to set me up for attacking next time.
And then your gray cube's wasted. So.
My gray cube goes over here, and I pull out one.
Alright, so let's see. I need to get more people on the board, but I can't do it yet this turn. I wish there... okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to put these 2 orange ones. I'm going to put an orange one here. And I think I have a yellow one in here, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to put an orange one here, which is now going to activate this. This gives me a victory point, and I get to move up one of my technologies 1 space. I'm going to move up my red one. I'm going to now put a purple and a red one back in my bag. So a purple and a red are back in the bag. And... now with this red one, where do I want to put you? I want to put you someplace that's going to set me up. You know what? Do you mind if I put this orange one up here instead?
From where?
It was. I just did put it there. I just did.
Well, if you just did.
Okay. I'd rather put my red one down there. So, okay, Carmen, back to you.
We'll go over here.
So that's going to let you clone. Woo! She's only got 3 more people to put on. Dang.
And this will go down here.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Alright, so I didn't get a good draw. My gray one goes over here.
I'm pulling strings out of the bag, too.
Man, I was really hoping to do something different here, but oh well. I'm going to put the purple one right there, and I'm going to put this red one, as much as I don't really want to do this. Let's see, what did you draw? Okay, she's going to be able to do an attack action her next turn. She can't get into here, so I'm safe. So she'll probably go over to here, because she needs more movement points, which she can't generate. So I was thinking about doing this one, which would give me fortification tokens, but I'm not going to worry about that, I guess. Alright, so with this red one, I think let's place it up here. And that's going to give me 2 advancements. So I'm going to advance this one, and then I'm going to advance my blue one. Okay, back to you.
I am looking because it looks like I'm going to get a card. So I'm looking at the cards, wondering what would be the most beneficial. And it looks like it depends on how long the game lasts. If I get this one, I can copy his flying ability.
Yep. Okay,
so that's probably the smart one to get.
She's looking at undercover agents. And undercover agents, if she fills up those 3 spaces, has like an eyeball to the right and then a ×2 of the development. So what that means is she can move up 2 on her development track of her tiles, and she also can copy any card from any other player. So she could copy my flying war mounts. And you know, one question I have, can you only copy an opponent's? I'm going to look that up real quick, because what if you could copy your own? Could you possibly do that and clone, like, you know, again?
I bet you could copy your own.
I'm going to look that up.
I think it said opponents, though. And then I get a victory point because it's down
yes,
here.
It does specifically say controlled by an opponent. Okay. So, yeah.
So,
I never thought about that until just now.
Now I've got 2 gray cubes. Now go down here, move and attack.
Yep. So now she's going to be able to move and attack. So I'd imagine a ghost is going to die here. So that'd be the best place.
That's the only place I can go.
Yeah, and be able to attack. So do it.
Attack.
Do the noise.
Ooh.
Do the roar.
And then I'll activate that for my...
There you go.
Extra victory.
Are you all done, sweetheart? You got any more cubes to draw?
Oh. No, I don't. So
okay.
I'm going to reset.
So that's actually kind of nice. So she'll pull all these out of her city spaces. Wow, she is
and I've got 2
doing really
gray
well.
cubes.
And she's going to pull all them off of her cards in there, put them all back in the bag, and then draw 3 out. So I am going to place this blue one here, and I am going to place this yellow one here, which is going to activate this one, which is going to give me a victory point, and it's going to allow me to take one of these cards. I am going to take this one right here, Military Conquests. What this is saying is that if I put a purple and a yellow on this space, I get to put another one of my people on the board, plus gain a victory point. So now I'll flip over another one there, and let's put a gray cube on that so that we don't forget to take the trash. Alright, so now with this one, I'm going to place it right here, which is going to give me a move and also the ability to put one of my people on. So I'm going to put this person on, and I can perform a move action. So I am going to move this person here. That means I'm going to step him onto this ruins, and we're going to take a little look-see of what we got here. So, alright, so I do like this one. What this one is saying here is that I can move up one of my developments twice, and I get to pull an extra cube out of the bag. I don't have any cubes in my bag, but I will move this up 2 spaces, and I'm not going to put the cube in because I want to do a reset now. So, reset, I'm going to pull this guy out, this guy, and this guy. This guy was never in there. Ooh, which I could have put him in there, which means I could have moved that up. I probably should have done that first. Now he'll come out. Now I will do all my cubes in the bag. Cubes in the bag, cubes in the bag. And now I got 2 gray ones too. That stinks. So, Carmen, back to you, hon.
Okay, first I'm going to activate my cities. So I'm going to put this guy here.
This city.
This guy here.
It's
going to move this up 2.
Rock and roll.
This guy, somebody's going to be able to take a move action here, so we'll keep that in mind. Now.
This is where it gets
into this city.
This is where it gets a little tough because you've got so many decisions.
I'm going to take a green cube.
Okay.
Put it in my bag.
Put it in a bag.
Now, I'm going to be able to pull a cube out.
Mm-hmm. You're doing really good.
Okay. I think I might as well.
Well, if you're going to perform a move and an attack action, why
then
would you
I might
not?
as well. Right.
But I don't know.
Okay. This is one movement. This would be move and attack. I don't have the reds. I'm going to have to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to copy my flying war mounts, which gives you 2 moves, flying movements, and an attack, which you still have 1 regular movement as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now you have 2 flying movements. I'm just going to throw it out.
Go here.
It makes sense. It only makes sense. You might as well come into here, kill me, and then go into there. Why would you not?
I'm just trying to decide who wants to do that. That's all. This person, I suppose.
Well, I would bring him from the... Oh, you can't. You already put her in that stupid city, didn't you? Oh, yeah, you got a regular movement action.
And then... no, that's not enough. So... Okay, so move, attack.
So you keep him. Uh-huh.
Activate the city.
Which means you kill one of your own and you get 3 victory points. Very good move. Very, very good move.
There's stuff. I'll go for it.
Okay. So I gave you a victory point. Now she gets to look at that ruin tile as well. And she doesn't have to activate it immediately. She could store it if she wants.
I'm going to have to count my...
Oh, it obviously must be a cube.
It's a cube.
Okay. So you're all done, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and start with my turn then to get things moving. So the good thing is I did bring out... I could use my flying war mounts, which means I could retake that if I wanted to. And it's probably not a terrible idea to do that.
I wanted to be there when the game ends.
Well, yeah, obviously, right? Okay. So I will do that. I'm going to activate the flying war mounts myself, and that's going to give me 2 flying actions and also an attack action. Now the other thing is this spot here, which is not that bad to be honest with you. But yeah, I can't let her stay there. I can't do that. So we're going to move this guy into there. We're going to kill you, put you on my player board. Now the bad part is, activating that city, which I don't know if I want to do it yet, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to wait on that simply because she's locked all in.
I can't move.
Now she could perform... No, she can't. She can't do her cloning, so I know for a fact she cannot get me. And I'd rather have another person on the board before I decide to just get rid of him. But I am going to place this guy here. We're going to take a look-see at this tile. And see what it is, which that just gave me a victory point. So that was nice. And I am going to put this guy... Do I want to put him there yet? See, this is the hard part about the game, is deciding when you want to put people's places. I think I will. So, all right. So this is cool. What this is saying is I get to get rid of a gray tile, and or cube, which I happen to have one. And I get to take any cube of my choice and put it in my bag. So I am going to put a... purple in there. Alright, so that will end my turn. So I could put this guy here, but I'm going to wait on that until probably my next turn. So Carmen, go ahead. Oh, I do want to drop this down and get my 2 yellows though.
I'm not sure what this card does, but it's a live play, so let's do this. This is going to be exciting stuff.
Which card?
This card right here.
Okay, so that's saying you could pull, it appears to me, 3 cubes out of your bag.
Yes.
Okay, and then, oh boy, what's that? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what the rest of that is, but it looks exciting.
I know what that is. So this here is saying that what would happen to me is that I would be then allowed to pull a cube out of my bag.
Okay.
As long as I'm on the same tile as you, okay?
Okay.
So we're taking a look at the diplomacy. I believe that this was a promo card. What I don't know is to the right of that, the symbol there. Yeah, I am going to assume that that means that maybe you can move up the blue marker or something, because that's nowhere in the rule book.
Yeah, maybe you can move up the blue marker every time you use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm going to take it because that looks cool.
That looks cool.
Now I've got another stupid gray cube. Dang it.
Okay. And that was worth no victory points, though. You do realize that.
I know. It stinks.
Yeah. All right. So are you all finished then? That fast?
That was fast.
Yeah. Well, you got all your people in your cities, right? All right. So.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go.
I miscalculated. Look at that. I used both of my blue cubes already.
Oh no.
So I'm not gonna be able to activate it now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put my purple and my yellow here, which is gonna activate military conquests. That means I get to put a person on the board and I get to gain a victory point. Now I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to kill that person and gain 3 more victory points. So that now puts me at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, which in a normal game, 1 more and the game would have been over. But I will need to get 4 more though, given this
2-player.
Given the 2-player. So I'm going to put the orange one there, and that will end my turn. So go ahead. Oh wait, actually, oh no, I already did him. So go ahead, your turn.
Okay, well, I really goofed up getting that card, didn't I? And I knew. I knew from the beginning. I said, I'm just going to get it because it's exciting.
I will be honest, if you want to pick a different card, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that because I think that card's not going to do you any good, to be honest.
Because it's too late in the game.
Yeah, it's too late in the game. So if you want to put it back, keep your trash. I'm fine with that. Pick yourself a different card maybe that's giving you more victory points. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm going to go
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
for...
I need 4 more points.
I'm going to go for this one.
Okay, there you go. And
because that one's more likely to get activated.
Give me that gray cube. You'd already taken it, so
okay.
There we go. Oh, yay! Look at that. Temples. Sacrifice a person, get 2 victory points. That works perfect for you. Now, one thing we could have been doing... maybe not. One thing we could have been doing is that you can decide, well, I don't like these 2 cards, put them on the bottom of the stack, and then draw 2 new ones. We haven't done that once yet, which is kind of surprising because usually I like to. But I've been happy with Flying War Mounts was amazing, and Military Conquest, me being able to bring people on and then get victory points is great too, because that's just good for me, right? Alright, so she's cloning again, which means you do still have 3 people, which is because she sacrificed a person at one time. Mm-hmm.
And I've got a red cube. Where's it gonna go?
I got a red cube.
Where's it gonna go?
Where's it gonna go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
See, I don't really necessarily want to use this spot because that's going to take a red and a green, and I've got a green down here that will allow me to move more than this will.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I want... That might help me end the game by putting a person on the board if I use that one. Or... I could fortify myself so that Tim can't attack me back.
I'm not going to be attacking you back. All my people are locked in.
It just... You keep going on about how I don't know when the game's going to end, so, you know, I'm just...
Yeah, but the fortifications are only going to last. So if she puts a fortification on, now I would have to be able to attack her this turn to be able to kill her.
I'm not doing it now. No, I'm not.
What I'm saying is that I would have to be able to attack her this turn because at the beginning of our next turn, it just goes off.
Right, but I'm not doing it now. I only have 1 cube. I'm setting it up for next time, is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I'm more likely to be able to do something because it's any color. So, there. I am finished.
So, what I'm thinking, I want to finish up this one here. So, I'm going to put my yellow in there. I can't move any of these guys out. But I would like to try to make more people. So, I'm going to put this red one down there, which is going to allow me to make a person and to perform an attack action. So I do have an attack action. Unfortunately, I can't move at the moment. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this purple one here, which is going to allow me to bring another person on. And now I... No. Oh, wait, shoot. I got to fill that one up.
He's trying to cheat.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, that's because I did it backwards.
Yes.
Duh. See, the purple one goes there.
I saw that, but I wasn't going to say anything.
The red one's going to go there. Okay, so I already brought the person on, okay, and I have an attack action. Now I have a second attack action plus a move action. So with that, I'm going to put this guy into here, which is going to give me a move action. So now I have 2 move actions and 2 attack actions, which I still can't really do nothing with that. But I am going to move my blue one up 1 space here as well. So I am going to move this guy 1, and I'm going to move him 2 to this space here, and then I'm going to just swing into the wind. So unfortunately, those are wasted.
You're attacking the air.
And I'm going to kill it too. So I'm going to draw 3 more cubes out of the bag. And Carmen, back at you.
I've got a terrible draw. Terrible. I can't move. I don't have anything I can do. It stinks.
I should have done that one instead. I don't know why I did that one. That was stupid of me. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Alright, so I will place my green one here and my purple one here. That's going to allow me to move and also to bring another person onto the board. So I'll put a person here, and I'm going to move this person up to... Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm going to move this person to here. Alright, now I've got a red one left over, and I'm thinking with this red one, we are going to place it here. So back to you.
Okay, I have a question. If I put a guy in here, all of my guys are going to be locked into cities. Am I going to be able to destroy one of them in order to get the 3 victory points?
Yeah, why wouldn't
you? Because they're in a city. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to go here, give me a victory point. This is going to go here, allow me to move twice. This is going to go here, allow me to attack.
Okay.
I get that back, I get a victory point. I'm going to sacrifice somebody.
I'm getting 3 more.
Why don't I just sacrifice this? No, I don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to do that one.
Sacrifice this guy.
There you go.
3 victory points. And I had something else I was doing. Oh, yes. Fortify.
Okay. All right. And then are you done? You need to reset?
Oh, wait. This is not attack and fortify.
No, it's attack or fortify. That's correct.
Okay.
All right. So.
I am done and I need to reset. So all my cubes are going back.
Okay.
Well, this one can
So
stay.
these all move out, which means, you're going to be able to... How many you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're going to be close to ending the game. All right. 12, 13, 14, 15. In fact, you can. You could end the game on your next turn, just so you know. All right. So now for me, unfortunately, I drew a piece of trash. That's no good. I'm going to put this blue one down there, which gives me a victory point and also lets me take a card. I'm going to take Weapon Supremacy and replace that. All right. Put a blue one on it. All right.
Look at the cubes I drew.
It doesn't matter. You can end the game. It doesn't matter. All right. So I've still got a yellow one, which I'm going to place that next to this red one here, which gives me an additional victory point. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ugh! I'm just short. And unfortunately, I'm only drawing 2 cubes for my next turn. So, Carmen, back to you.
Okay. I'm going to use my cities. That'll give me a victory point. That's only going to allow me to move up 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, if you activate that, sacrifice one of your people, you're going to get the 3 victory points, and this is the last round.
And I'll take a cube out of the bag. Move this guy in here, get 3.
Okay, sacrifice 1. And there's no other way for you to get a point, I don't believe. If you had a yellow one, you could have. But that's it. You're pretty well finished then.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to place my orange one here and my yellow one here. I can move. It's not really helping me at all, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, I just can't do anything. And this will be it for me, because I can't do anything else. Which, let me think. All right. Yes, I can. I'm going to activate my... Oh, shoot! I needed a red one. Nope, can't do it. That would have been awesome, because I could have moved into there and killed you. Which I can't do it, so... Yeah, it doesn't look like I can do anything.
It's a lucky break for me that he didn't have a red one.
Yeah, so I'll just do that, which lets me move that up and that up, which doesn't do me any good. All right, so that's it. So we're going to tally up our final points here, and let's do it. So you have, I believe, 15 of your little victory point thingies, right?
Yes.
And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 for me. All right. How many ghosts did you kill? I killed 4, you killed 3, so that's 6 points for you and 7 points for me. You killed one of my people, I killed one of yours. And how many cubes you got in your bag minus your gray ones? Do not count the gray ones. So
I wish I could count my gray ones.
15 for me.
14.
14 for you. All right. So you should have gotten this tile here. So that would be 2 points for you, 0 for me. Your cards, how many victory points you got on those? So 2. I've got 5.
I've got 5.
Okay. And then last but not least, you're going to get points for controlling regions. So every point in your homeland, you would get 1 point for each hex. She has 0 for that. But you get 2 points for each one of these and then 4 points for that. So 2, 4, 6, 10 total points for her, which is amazing. That's really good. And then for me, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, all right. So we tally this up. So that puts me at 20, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 8, 48. And then it puts her at 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 53. So 53 to 48, Carmen's victory. Great game. Griffin Gaming, from new releases to pre-orders. Griffin Gaming. Enter in promo code GreyElephant for 5% off your order.